Okay, we are continuing. We have our garlic powder, our onion powder, a little bit more of the black pepper, a little bit. We have some red wine vinegar that you see here. I'm putting just a little tiny bit on top here. And then we have our Italian dressing. Shake it up a little bit. And what I'm going to do with this, is we're going to pour a little bit of Italian dressing. It is the greatest seasoning that you can have there. And then what we were talking about earlier was the Sazon seasoning, which I will be pouring one little pack, little pack on top. That gives a little bit of more flavor. As you see here, the more flavor the better. The only thing you don't see me putting a lot of is salt, but you know what, a lot of seasoning, you won't need a whole lot of salt. So for those health conscious people that want to do that, you can go ahead and do that. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to grab my garlic herb tomato sauce, and like I said, it'll be about anywhere from a half a can to a whole can. This one is approximately about this is a 24-ounce can, so we're gonna see how much I need of this, and go ahead and just simply pour over your meat, the onions, the vegetables. You don't want to do a whole too much of the tomato sauce because you don't want it to be like a spaghetti sauce, but more like a stew. So what I've done is I've poured about half of the can, a little bit more than half of the can. Now what I'm going to do is my little warm water that I have here, as you see here, I'm going to go ahead and pour that on top. This is going to bring out and make yourself a little bit more of a little, what do you call it, little sauce, gravy. So that makes the gravy for the sauce. And in actuality, I'm looking at this now, we actually need about another half a cup of water, because the more sauce you have, the better it is as far as if you have rice or noodles. So we just pour that again, and now you see my salt here. And again, I do everything by the sprinkles, so I guess I gotta get better with measurements, but sprinkle a little bit of salt, and it looks like we have everything on there that we need. One thing, a little bit Tabasco sauce. I like my little spicy kick on there. And this is actually, so what you have here